What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Dungeon Junkies Dungeons & Dragons podcast. My name is Henry, and I play Gavin. With me, I got Nick, who plays Juniper, Eli, who plays Mogul, Alessandro, who plays Valmore, and Alex, who plays Unaria. And, of course, we got Kenny, who plays the DM. Let's play some fucking D&D. Okay.
Well, shit.
Because, I mean...
Are we in the forest? Are
You're
we,
in the forest.
like we see the trees and shit all around us?
You're still even on this path. You just have this. Your sense of direction's gone at this
Right.
point.
It's
That's
like,
all
it's
I'm
like,
saying.
It's still foggy and shit, right?
Yeah, I'm just
super
saying
okay.
it's.
I just want to make sure we're like in the
Where the
It's
mushrooms
still dark.
lining the path.
Yes, I'm saying it's like a forest path, so you will see them.
But we don't know which way to go.
I'm surprised
You don't know
Valmore
which way to
doesn't
go now. Is what I'm trying to tell you. You don't know if you need. You don't know what direction you're even. You know that this path was going east to west. You don't know.
Can I run a nature check to get myself back on the path?
You're on the path.
No, but back towards the direction we
Yeah.
need to go.
Yeah, go ahead.
Would it be a nature... By the way, when
I was
you...
gonna say I wanted to do an Arcana check to kind of see if, because I'm pretty familiar with the forest. So if there's something kind of weird magic, like that's why we're getting lost. I want to see if there's some kind of magical nature to this forest.
Yeah.
Right.
Like,
and I'll do...
because it seems to be perpetually foggy here. Oh, that's a pretty good Arcana.
Yeah.
That is.
You get a plus to
8.
that?
I get a +1.
Okay.
18.
That's better than nothing. Shit. You sense a pretty evil presence here. You sense
From me.
something is going. You know that some kind of dark magic is surrounding this forest.
Oh crap! Hold up.
And I would even go as far to say that you feel a little sick to your stomach because of it.
Oh dear.
I don't say anything because I'm a
Can I do
manly
a perception check on Gavin?
Sure.
man. I hide it real good.
7.
You see that he kind of lost his focus for a second, but nothing too unusual.
Okay.
And I rolled a 15 to get back on course.
Okay. You see that the path still is going the same direction. It's still going east to west. You just you didn't realize.
You don't know which way you're facing.
You don't know which way you're facing still.
Darn it.
But you know that this path is still east to west.
right
What I'm trying to say is nothing's altering this path.
Okay.
We just got mixed up.
And you guys,
We need to
keep
make
in
a
mind,
compass.
you guys have not been walking this time. You guys kind of walked into this path.
Yeah.
And you guys stood there and had this tangent with the mushrooms, and now you are just
Shooting.
you were focused on
I'm all
that
about shooting
possibly,
Mogul.
and but
Apparently
nothing magical is like purposely altering your path.
Okay.
You just got distracted and are like, oh
So-
shit.
I'd like to make it also a nature check
Sure.
to see if I can figure out the way that we should be going.
Okay.
20.
Oh, natural 20. Oh yeah.
You stare straight to the
Cat-like
east,
reflexes.
and you know which direction you need to go.
Can we do a perception check on his stupid ass to see if he's sobered up at all?
Sure.
Yeah, myself nice.
God damn. 9.
Well,
He doesn't look like he's changed
I
much.
am also very scared, especially because he was approaching me. So I'm gonna make the same perception check, and that's an 8.
You know it's been a few minutes and he is still tripping his dick off.
So am I still
So-
tripping? Like,
Yes,
what
you
am-
are.
I am. Okay, cool. So,
So
you know.
because I'm a veteran of mushrooms, I just take them for recreation
Okay.
all the time.
Say that
I'm
again,
gonna-
please.
Oh, take them for recreational.
I really don't like that.
Purpose.
Please continue.
I'm going to say recreational.
Stop it.
I'm going to say recreational.
I will fire you.
So I take them for fun.
Okay.
And,
I understood that.
Oh, and clarity.
Well, Well,
Yeah.
it doesn't really help you. He took the mushrooms. You didn't.
Nah, I got more.
Okay.
I just took more. I just want to see if.
Wait, you just took more?
I already had some.
No,
You ate
he
some?
took them like physically took them. He didn't actually eat.
No, I'm not eating them.
okay.
No, because
He's
it's not the
familiar
time.
with drugs.
It's not the
Okay.
time nor place.
Always this time.
Understand.
Yeah, I didn't do pot.
Damn it, Bogo.
Let's see. So yeah, I want to see like his, physical condition and all that when he'll bounce back on my shit. 9.
You don't know exactly the effects, but you know it can be anywhere between 1 hour to 8 hours.
Oh,
Fuck.
I turn to Gavin and I go, hey Ranger, do you know of any herbs out in like the forest that can help sober him up?
I want a nature check for that.
Sure.
See if there's anything that might counteract the mushroom. And that is a natural 20.
Boom.
Damn.
You know that
There's nothing.
there's
no.
well,
That's always an option.
you know that he needs to sweat out the toxin, and I'm not sure about plant-wise I don't really know what you could do about someone being intoxicated. I mean, there's certain intoxications, but mushrooms affect the chemicals in your brain as opposed to...
There's no like counter mushroom.
There's not really like a
magical
counter
boosted-
plant. You're kind of stuck waiting it out. But you do know that.
I guess I'm looking at him on the ground, tied up. He's still thrusting.
Here,
I'm kind of wiggling towards the nearest person, trying to like
Let me
warm
give you
towards-
Gonna have to thrust it out.
yeah, let me give you this. You know that he needs to sweat it out, or he needs to piss it out of his body, more or
Oh
less.
man,
Oh, he'll do that.
Piss it out. I run over to him and I pull down his. No, he's already naked.
I'm naked. You know,
I
I
never
never.
redressed him.
Oh.
Yeah.
Man.
You
Hot
guys
babes
redressed me?
No, we never
swarming.
did.
No.
Okay, you know,
And you still got a dick drawn on your. Oh no, you probably washed it off.
No,
you
man,
never said you washed it off.
I never
the
washed
dick
it
is
off.
still on your
Yeah,
face.
it's also, man, I didn't even. I still have blood all over my clothes. I don't clean myself. I have a,
Oh,
That was
know.
a mess.
why do we have him in the body?
I have a rat that like crawls on. The rat's still on me, even though I'm naked.
Oh, that's nice.
You know.
He's just the epitome of filth.
Yeah, I'm a filthy man.
God.
Or,
Oh, it's
you know.
because we saw what you could do on that roof.
Yeah,
Yeah, we were impressed.
Yeah.
they just straight. So I'm
Literally, that was it.
That was it.
We're starting to forget as the hours
Yeah,
go
yeah,
by.
Hey, you guys were like, "Wow, that was cool," and just like, I'm just like.
So you guys have a decision to make at this point. Are you going to continue, or are you going to wait until whenever he?
No,
If we wait,
dude,
I'm gonna
is there-
take some mushrooms too. Cause
Oh,
I
well,
It was just
well.
no, that's a bad idea because then we all see hot babes and someone comes across a group of adventurers fucking each other.
Who cares?
So, because one of
To
us
be
is gonna
fair,
be
you don't know that.
well, one of us is gonna be like, oh no, this hot babe's all tied up on the ground, and we're gonna untie Mogul, and then oh look,
Oh,
this
man.
hot babe's trying to fuck me. No,
Just,
let's
Man. I'm
Can
just
we-
looking at the nearest. Like, I like this. Do it.
no.
Yes.
Is there enough rope that he's tied with that I can like lead him?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
You know, typically
Wow.
you get what, 50 feet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got
yeah,
50
you got
of
plenty.
hemp rope.
You got plenty.
Yeah, so we should. I
50
can
feet
just
of
pull him.
hemp.
I'll just
Yeah,
pull him
that's
along.
true.
He's got to
Yeah,
sweat it
that's
out
awesome.
anyways, so I'll just
Perfect.
pull him along and we can keep going.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a
I
good
like
idea.
So I'm standing now.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna try to start humping you standing up.
Can I push him away?
Yeah, but you need to roll strength check.
No. God damn it, Mogo.
One.
I've been rolling. I rolled
one.
3 nat 20s. This is going to be my 1 critical fail.
Come on.
No, I believe you.
20.
3.
Damn, it's close.
Plus, okay, that's 6.
You pathetically reach your human hand out, and this dwarf's short, stubby, naked, moist body just
My ball head.
slides
My
right
moist ball
past
head.
your
I'm gonna like
arm
cry.
and-
Get him off! I want help. Somebody help.
Just like yes.
Would you guys
I-
like to help your friend?
Is he humping my
Well,
leg?
He's humping your leg because that's you're
So,
you're fair.
I'm sure.
I,
man.
I think
I'm
you,
gonna end up finishing
Naria.
him off if somebody doesn't do anything. I'm gonna punch him in the face.
I
and
think-
knock him
I
out.
want to
think-
put my shield in between you guys.
Keep in mind, he's only got 2 hit
Yeah, I
points.
know.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
Let's do it. It's so much easier.
Just
Well,
knock
I'm
him
just
off.
gonna go up and scratch him.
Oh man.
Oh.
Cat would.
Yeah.
I was
You
gonna say,
need to
if nobody
go
does
ahead
anything,
and
I'm gonna,
roll,
I'm just gonna punch him right in the face.
Oh man, wait, how big are your claws? You can break the ropes.
This is
Not
going to be
free.
a D4 for
Yes.
physical.
Yes,
Oh,
it
man.
is.
Okay.
I
You understand that you.
I get 1d4 slashing damage because I have claws.
Do your
Oh,
claws
shit.
count as
Nice.
finesse?
No,
So you no?
no.
So you had strength?
I don't think I had anything. It's just 1d4.
Oh,
written
yeah.
My
down.
favorite part about
No, I mean
this
to
is
hit.
y'all are not concerned about the weird shit. You're concerned about Mogul being a fucking.
I'm
dickhead.
concerned about the
I'm
weird
concerned
shit.
too. I just want to keep
That's why I
going.
wanted to
Drag
keep
him.
going, and
Just
then this
drag
fucking
him.
guy.
We
I
tried
wanted
to tie him
drag
up.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
stood up and ran at me and started
Yeah.
humping me.
Well then,
Man, you know.
That's why we're gonna
keep
knock
your
down and
distance.
drag
Oh,
him.
okay.
Okay, I'll make the roll
You
now.
could have just dragged me, literally.
God dang it.
Is it a 1?
I got an 8 total.
Aw.
8 to hit. That doesn't hit your
Yes.
AC,
It
does
doesn't
it?
hit,
Not
right?
Oh, wait, he's naked.
No, that would be a 10.
So-
Oh yeah,
What?
yeah.
Okay. Wait, what did you say? I'm sorry.
My base AC without any armor is 10.
Oh, okay.
10 plus dexterity.
Yeah.
great.
So that would
So,
be a.
so I just swipe at him a little bit.
You
You
try
cut the
and paw
ropes?
at him gently.
Yes.
And
Gently.
just very gently.
You,
Just like
you
your
forgot to
mommy
pop your
does.
claws out, and you just pop.
You just palm.
Great.
Aw. And you know.
Better luck next time.
Better luck now. Get him the fuck off of me.
I want to pry him, like shove my shield in between his groin and his butt.
So
Okay.
you
That was
would
butt.
need.
Leg. He's humping
Okay.
my leg,
All
not
right,
my
just in
butt.
between you
Let's
guys.
just clarify that.
Okay, you're right.
It's your butt, be honest.
It's my leg. I'm honest.
I'd say you could just do that.
I can do that. Okay, just
Yeah.
You
prying
could
them
just do
apart.
that.
Okay, I don't even care. I'm still just going at it.
Dude, that's
I
on
was
your
like,
shield
okay.
now.
I'd rather be on my shield than on my leg.
Is it against the rules to punch him in the face?
No, but
No.
you will take some damage.
Oh no,
You're saying that in character.
Yeah. That's okay.
Nah.
That's okay. I think we should knock him out.
Oh, man.
I think we're gonna take another swipe at him again. I'm
Oh,
getting
man.
angry.
Do you guys
Getting
really think
angry.
we should knock him out?
God, that is a 16.
Oh man, yeah, you hit.
Hooray!
Gotta
Roll
close.
damage.
Roll that
Please.
D4.
It's just D4, but that's
Oh
fine.
man.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna.
two
If you get
is
anything,
fine. Are you doing
other than
non-lethal?
one-
It is a non-lethal. Yes.
Oh man. Yeah, I'm
oh,
out.
yes, that
Oh,
is a
wow.
4.
Nice.
You're out.
You knock Mogul the fuck out.
Bam!
Oh man, I'm out again.
I missed the first one, but you know what? That's second scratch.
Papa!
Oh, your pants are up at this
Fucking
point,
like
right?
Tyson.
No, he's
No, man, I'm
naked.
still
He's
naked.
naked.
Can we? Oh, completely.
We
naked.
put
He's
clothes on.
naked.
I put clothes on.
Yeah,
on
okay,
him.
Yeah,
that
let's
would
just
probably
take
be
his
good.
clothes.
He's out now. Yeah.
Wait, hold
It's
on.
gonna take too long.
As you knock Mogul out, you realize that,
We have to carry.
well,
his
you're
ass
stuck
now.
carrying him at this
Yeah,
point.
well, no, we could drag him now. He was barely
Yeah, that's
cooperating.
true.
Yeah.
Well, that's all we're gonna have to
So the cat could carry me, just like.
Just dragging your butt.
Yeah, and he's like covered in like blood. And
Oh
piss.
yeah, he's,
My rat's like.
he's slippery.
My rat's
Pretty
hiding
bad.
at this point.
Ah.
In the only place it can hide.
Ah.
Are we okay? So we're
you
gonna put his
dressed now?
pants on.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, no,
The
dress
road
him.
burn.
Yeah, just dress
Dress
him.
him.
But before my rat was hiding.
Oh, you gotta.
Ah.
You guys,
Jesus.
you guys,
I don't want to carry
I'm a
him.
dirty dwarf.
so you guys realize that because you were still walking at this point before you knocked him out. I think
Yeah.
that was what was happening.
Yeah.
So you guys come to a fork in the road, and you have two choices. You can go left, or you can go right. Or actually, technically, you have three. You can go back the way you came as well.
Very true.
If would
I have
we
no
be
choice.
okay? I want to
Oh.
do like an investigation, looking at the map
Right. Yeah.
to see if either way might lead to the red circle.
Yes.
I think I like
I
to
want to
do
do the
that
same thing
too.
because I was gonna pop on my map.
I don't. I
We're all
rolled a
looking at
3.
the map. Oh, I didn't do anything.
I'm distracted by
13.
wiping off my
Great.
leg.
I got an 18.
Damn. Oh.
All right. You know that the left path would lead to what seems like the red circle on this map that Valmore has.
Okay. Then I like to say out loud, like, I think we should go this way. I'm confident in it.
Okay.
That's good to me.
Mm-hmm.
I have no choice.
Drag him along.
Whose fucking fault is that?
The mushrooms, man. The mushrooms.
Are we past the
You
mushroom?
fell for my trap. They are still they're still along this path. It's just regular vegetation.
Oh, yeah.
let
But
me
they're
just say
still-
that.
but they're
you
still
can still
foggy,
you're the path you can okay, so this moon is out, right? And you can see that's lighting up this fog still, and the vegetation around there are just some mushrooms, just kind of littered around. So they're basically around enough to where you can see the path.
Okay.
So since I'm unconscious, am I getting any more visions or anything? I am knocked out again.
No.
No, okay.
You were just knocked the fuck
I'm just
out.
knocked out. Okay.
Get a little rest. A little sleepy head.
Gotcha. Taking a short rest now. Just
So, as you guys
Take a
continue,
long rest if you keep it up.
right, I am. Probably true.
were y'all taking the?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys were gonna follow.
Yep.
I'm gonna go
Yunari's
She's the
with
only one I knew
Johnny's.
where to go.
Yeah.
Who's carrying or dragging me?
I'm dragging you.
Okay. Carrying
Helping
or
one.
dragging. Nobody can carry.
Okay.
you yourself said you smell like piss.
Yeah. And other things.
That makes me not want to carry you.
You piss everywhere.
Dude, I do whatever. I'm not pissed in
How
like
come
a
you haven't
toilet.
done a water check yet? Where's all this piss coming?
Yeah,
Dude, that barrel.
No,
I drink.
barrel.
I drink.
Never seen you wash your hands.
I don't bathe.
never seen you bathe either.
I bathed twice.
Dude, I have a rat that's like all over me.
Yeah, and
You-
inside you.
Yeah,
as
literally, and inside me. So,
Not-
yeah, it's
I
nice.
don't want to touch you unless it's to cause you physical harm.
What's your rat's name?
Pole.
I need everyone except for Mogul to roll me a perception.
Oh God.
We need to heal Mogul and get him
Nat
pointed
20.
at the
I'm gonna roll anyways for no
Oh.
reason. 15.
A 21.
I get a non-natural 20.
11 all.
What'd you get, Valmore?
11.
Okay. So everybody except for Valmore hears a
Even Mogul here.
commotion straight ahead. It seems like some kind of grumbling almost. A little higher pitched.
I'm gonna draw an arrow. To prepare an arrow.
Okay.
What?
An arrow.
Oh, I don't know why I thought.
And-
And I'm gonna like drop
And
the
let me
rope.
say this, since Juniper rolled a nat 20, doesn't seem like it's coming towards you. It just seems like some kind of conversation of sorts in the distance. But it doesn't seem to be like coming towards you. I would say it's maybe, let's say 50 feet away. So it's a fair bit away, but
Okay.
it's not coming towards you. It seems like it's stationary.
Can I do a perception check on the conversation?
Sure.
14 plus 2, so 16.
It is what seems to be speaking. Well, it's not speaking a common language. What languages can you speak as a human? Do you only have common?
No, I have Elvish and Common.
Roll me a history check too, please.
19 plus 1, 20.
From what it sounds like, they're speaking abyssal.
I speak primordial.
Wait, you don't?
And let me remind you guys, the imps also spoke abyssal, and nobody spoke abyssal, so we can skip that.
Oh
time.
yeah, you're damn right. Wait,
But you recognize the language.
Yeah,
you just don't
same.
know what they're saying. You can just kind of pick up what they're
You know,
speaking.
I
What
feel
they're
like
putting down.
I feel like I've heard this language before. Remember the imp back at the church?
Heard what language?
I'm up ahead. I can hear like a conversation, but
I never heard the imp speak, and I never heard him. I just shot him in the
Yeah.
right
I've
now.
heard it
Yeah.
squeal.
You're right.
yeah.
Mm.
So we proceed.
Well,
I'm just gonna nod like I got the, and I guess I'll
You
start
can-
doing a stealth check moving forward.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how are y'all standing right now?
I'll go off to the side of the path, kind of into the edge of the woods.
Do you want? So, are you rolling a stealth check just in general, or do you want to sneak up?
I'm gonna sneak up and do a stealth. Like I want a stealth footwork.
Okay.
And I have a crossbow bolt.
Were you guys leaving me, or are you still dragging
Yeah,
me?
we're leaving you.
No, I'm leaving you.
Oh, man, leaving me on the ground back here.
That's your classic mogul.
Classic pose.
On the ground.
So go ahead and roll your stealth check.
Oh no, that's a 9.
How far up did you want to try and walk?
I was gonna go about 30. You said they were 50 feet away.
I said they're 50 feet. You have a good.
But we can't see
distance.
that far in the fog. So
No,
I'd probably go about 30 feet.
Okay.
That's how far I was.
You very clumsily try and sneak up. Doesn't seem to affect too much, but you can hear a little bit better now.
Okay.
And it also
Still don't understand.
it seems like these things are still they're still speaking to each other in this language that Juniper explained. It seems like they're almost in some kind of distress.
I don't see them
As
yet.
in, you don't see them yet.
Well,
But let me add this.
Yeah.
You do realize that you walk, you land right up into a iron gate, and what seems to be a graveyard. You can see a couple small headstones about 15 feet away from you, but you still don't see these things. But you can hear them, and you can hear that they are very close.
I'm gonna stop where I'm at and kind of like hunker down a bit.
We
Okay.
start listening for everything. See where exactly it's coming from because we can't
Do
see
you
it.
guys want to follow? Because you guys are
I
still
just walked
50
off into
feet
the
back.
fog.
He walked off.
I was
into the
like,
fog.
yeah, I'm
I
following.
was like, let's
As
do
soon
this.
as he
and I
leaves, as soon as he leaves, I'm following. Yeah.
As
Yeah.
usual, I
Yeah.
am right
I
behind
got my
Juniper.
I got my crossbow bolt already plugged up and ready to go.
Okay. How are you guys just gonna walk up to the gate?
Am I already past the gate?
No, you are at the gate.
Okay, yeah, I'm at the gate.
You are at it, and keep in mind this isn't like some intricate iron gate. Like
Yeah.
this is like a shittily made graveyard gate.
Okay,
Yes.
yeah, one of those.
It's not. It's
No.
not like a nice graveyard.
Not a
it's
nice
just
graveyard.
surrounded, and it's surrounded by these, just dead trees.
So I'm gonna move forward and I'm gonna walk right behind Gavin. I'm like following right behind him, and I go. I kind of, whisper. I'm like, are we at a graveyard right now? What is this doing in the middle of the woods?
I've never been here before.
I am, of course, right behind Juniper.
You hear. Actually, let me do this. Let's roll one more perception.
Oh man, Mogul's gonna get eaten back there right
Oh man,
now.
right?
Oh, that's an awful
5.
perception.
20 non-natural.
Probably still won't be there.
10.
Boom.
9.
Well, Valmore and what did you roll, Juniper?
Oh, we got 5.
Okay. Valmore hears one of these things kind of almost retreat off into the distance. Not like you startled it or anything, but you can kind of hear it speaking this language that you don't know, and you can kind of hear it fading out. But let me remind you, it was only one of these voices that you heard.
I hear one of them may have ran off. One of the voices.
I'm gonna check the gate to see if it's unlocked or anything.
It's not locked. It's open.
Okay, so
It's like an open thing.
Oh, okay.
It's not. Yeah. It's
okay.
not shut or anything.
So
it's open.
I guess when you say that, I'm gonna proceed forward through the gate and see if I can find where the people were talking.
Okay.
I'm gonna follow behind.
And I'm
Okay.
going to follow Juniper.
So
Right,
I
moving
guess you see almost like a some type of creature standing on two legs. It looks over and it stares at you with these black eyes, and let's do history for this one. One more history check
Okay.
for everybody.
Now to Tini. Natural 20.
Or excited.
Yeah.
Crit so
fail.
happy, man.
Yeah.
Oh, crit fail.
Valmore and what did Juniper and
I got
Gavin
a 4.
Crit fail.
Juniper.
Crit fail.
I got a 13.
Oh, impressive.
What
So
do I know again?
Thanks, man.
Lucky 13.
Yes, yeah.
So Valmore and Unaria, I should say Valmore knows that this is a demon of some sort.
That's it.
It is called a quasit. And you also know that, well, it's staring right at you guys. I just wanted to give you this info to set this up. You notice it's a demon, but it's like the bitch level of demon. Like, it's like the lowest of the low demon.
Even below an imp.
No.
An imp isn't a
Devil.
demon, it's a devil.
Yeah. But it's like, I think, similar level.
Okay.
It's a
Really?
they're roughly the same.
Yeah.
They're right on the same level.
How
So-
big are they?
They are about, I think they're about 3 feet tall. They're not too big. But you know they're malicious, and you know this thing is going to attack you. So now everyone needs to roll an initiative.
Well, okay, hold on. I'd like to make an
No.
arcana. I'd like to make an arcana check to see if
Surprised
this thing
I'm
was
still
conjured.
there.
Yes.
You
Okay.
gotta
Okay.
stop trying to
I
fuck things.
thought I was gonna take that mushroom and it like give me some freaking cool. Like,
Right.
Let's assume that
You
Valmore
started humping everybody.
told you guys what
Yeah, I
this
was about to say.
Okay.
I was gonna turn
Why
this
don't
out.
you go ahead? Go
Yeah.
ahead.
So it looks like it's like, get a load of that. It's a little shit quasi.
All right.
So I got a 23 for my arcana roll.
You know that quasits can be conjured.
Good to know.
Wait, okay. It's actually attacking us?
It's about to. I just wanted to tell you this before it started. You're gonna roll initiative
I
right
was gonna
now.
say, I want to turn and say, we should get the dwarf, bring him back, see if he thinks that's a naked lady, yeah?
Yeah. I like the style.
Yeah, okay, I'm gonna, once we roll initiative, I'm gonna use my turn to run back and go bring the dwarf. We can heal him up,
Yeah.
throw him into this thing with the closet.
But
roll
if we
initiative
heal him up,
first.
though, is he going to still be tripping?
Maybe.
Might
If
be.
so, he'll think it's a naked lady. Antics,
That'll be funny.
antics
That'd be really
for
funny.
everybody. If not, he's fighting in the closet with us.
Very
Yeah.
true.
So yeah, that's why I'm gonna do my first turn.
So you just
Okay.
wanted to ask if these were conjured, right?
Yeah.
They are conjured.
Wonderful.
Well, let's say they can be. That is one of the many options for a demon summoning.
Okay.
So yes, you know this was probably conjured.
Okay. Good to know.
So you dragged them.
No, well,
So
we're
let's-
we're gonna do initiative.
Let's
first.
go ahead and roll initiative right now.
Hi.
3.
That's a 20.
Nice.
I got a 17.
So this closet is looking you guys straight in the eyes, black eyes, pitch black. You can sense this malicious intent, and you know this thing is going to kill you. It will be Gavin's turn.
I'm gonna use my turn to and like both my movement and action to run back to mobile and get him.
Okay.
So, and I guess I'll use my free action to grab the rope. and stuff.
Sure.
There we go. I'm gonna haul him back next turn.
Man, I'm really fat.
Valmore,
Okay,
you
I'm like
are
300
next,
pounds.
and this thing is staring at you.
There's nothing else is around him, really? We heard all these voices, but we just see this one quasi.
You're in the graveyard.
No, there was
right now.
other voices.
You
We
heard
heard-
you heard other voices,
Yeah.
Dude,
but it
zombies.
seemed like they walked away.
I'm going to cast Thorn Whip on him
Okay.
from where I am. It's 30 feet, so I got him.
Cool. Yeah.
All right. Crit fail.
Great.
You
There we go.
you go to cast this magnificent thorn whip that has worked for you so well before, and you swing it back like a fishing pole, and it just you catch a thorn right in your ass.
Oh.
Go ahead and roll a
Oh.
d4 for me, please.
Paul can help here and heal you, man.
3.
And you
Oh,
take a
with
thorn
yourself.
in your ass for 3
Oh.
damage, my friend.
Paul can
Oh, that's
help.
awful.
Paul can go in there for you.
So,
They can get it out.
Let's move on to Yunaria. It is your turn.
Great. I'd like to use Ray of Frost
Okay.
against this thing.
Well, so from what I was told, Juniper is actually in front of you. So wouldn't Ray of Frost hit
Oh,
Juniper?
yeah, you'd have to run around.
You'd have to
Yeah,
move around.
I can do that too.
Which is fine.
Let's
we can
run
make it work. but I
5
would've-
feet to the left of Juniper,
There you
Okay.
and I will use Ray of Frost.
Okay.
go. Miss.
What's the saving throw on that?
It's not saving throw; it's just a spell attack.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
And I'll see if I can hit. And if I hit, it takes 1d8 cold damage, and its speed is reduced by 10 until the start of your next turn.
Okay.
So,
Good.
God damn it!
What was it?
I got a 9.
Juniper's got a nice vest.
Yeah,
So that would just be
Real
against my
shiny.
AC, right?
and yes,
Okay.
an admirable vest indeed.
You go to cast Ray of Frost and you fire it out, but it misses this closet by a hair. Its
Yeesh.
nimble little green body just jumps out of the way magnificently.
It was kind of cool. I was impressed.
Thank you. I shouldn't be saying thank you. Alright. So the closet stares up at Yunaria and
Oh.
bolts at Yunaria.
Oh, yeah, that did
and
happen.
goes to swing at it with its claws. 17.
Yeah, that is.
And it swings at you with its claws and
Okay.
clips you in the back of the leg, and you take 3 damage.
What's happening?
What's your max health?
7. So just about any damage I take is like, God, no!
Right? Same with me, pretty much.
4K!
My healing word would overheal you.
And
Yeah.
next is going to be Juniper.
All right.
You just saw your beautiful cat friend
Mm-hmm.
get attacked by this little green thing.
Yeah, he ran right up next to you. What are you
Yeah.
gonna do about it?
So I'm gonna go.
Run away.
Just runs.
So
Runs back
while
to Mogul.
he's attacking, going forward, I'm actually gonna move directly behind,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna pull out my dagger.
Get him.
Okay.
Flank
and-
attack.
Revenge.
But I'm gonna whisper.
That's with advantage, right?
Yeah, you get
Yeah.
advantage.
Oh, you're gonna whisper some shit to him?
Yeah. Oh yeah, for
Oh,
sure.
shit.
So
Oh, shit.
I say, "That was my friend, you fuck," and then I take my dagger and I stab it right in the ribs.
Okay.
Kidneys.
Yeah, kidneys on the left half.
Roll again.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
yeah.
get to you can roll again.
Sorry.
No, that's even worse.
Oh, what?
No
So-
kidney savage.
I got 9 total.
On total. You go to flank this closet, and you manage to get around to its back, but you swing your knife into the fog, and you missed. And I feel bad for you. And the closet feels bad for you.
I'd like to make a perception check to see if I heard Juniper say that we were friends.
Okay. I mean,
Yeah.
I would say that you guys are within 10 feet of
Yeah.
each other. You
Okay,
could
great.
hear it.
Yeah.
Okay, so I could just hear it.
So Gavin, you're next.
I'm freaking.
Oh, yeah.
Legitimately, I'm just gonna pick him up this time, and I'll wash my hands.
Okay.
And I'm just
So
gonna.
you'll
If
move-
that rat gets on me, I'll fling it off
You know,
into the
for-
woods.
So you will be moving at half speed now
Okay.
since you're impaired.
So then,
I don't know what your speed is.
15 feet, and then I'm gonna use my action to go another 15 feet, so I go
Okay.
30 feet,
Total. So you are only about
halfway there.
you're about 20 feet away.
Sorry, I'm
total.
fat.
Valmore, you're next.
20 feet's within your healing range, right? You can heal this fucker.
Yeah.
It's only is it 2d6?
It's one.
Or is it like a d12?
Healing
It's-
word: a
it's
creature of your
1d4
choice
plus
within
wisdom.
range is a 1d4 plus a spellcasting ability, which is wisdom plus proficiency modifier.
So you just roll 1d. What was that?
1d4 plus
Wisdom.
what's your
That's
wisdom?
For 6.
Yeah, 1d4 plus 6.
Nice. So no matter what, we'll get 6 health.
Hooray.
You get
9 health.
9 health.
That's
That's
true.
one
Hey.
below my max. So yeah.
Wow, look at you.
So
Mo-
He wakes up in my arms.
Oh,
Mogul wakes up.
I did save
Wow.
you. All
Mogul
me.
wakes up in Gavin's arms,
Look at
tied
you.
up and a little confused, yet very horny, seeing a
yeah.
hot babe.
Oh,
Carrier game. Oh yeah.
This is what I wanted. So, Yunaria, you're next.
Well, so I'd like to continue to scratch him because I'm a cat. And I have claws.
Please
Nice.
stop shaking the
Mate.
table.
And I got a critical fail.
Maybe you should listen.
That was to hit.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
And that was a 1.
You go
Pooper.
to swing at this closet
Oh,
and
God.
you smack it in the back, but breaks off 2 of your claws.
Oh, I need those.
And I'm actually gonna have you roll D4 too.
Okay.
Please don't be a 4.
It's probably 4.
Ah.
3.
It's 3.
And you break off 2 of your claws
Okay.
and take 3 damage.
That would
And,
really
Now I'm at 1 health.
Damn.
Okay.
So Mogul springs back up to life, tied up, and in Gavin's arms. And it is your turn
My turn.
to do whatever you'd like to do.
Can I untie myself? Can I cut myself loose?
So
What
that
can I
you
do?
would need to roll. Let me see. I mean, I guess
Sleight of
as a
hand?
rogue, you could do sleight of hand to see if you can slip out of the ropes.
Nice. Okay. Shit. That's gonna be So what? 12.
You managed to get 1 hand out of the ropes, but you are still bound. So, it is the closet's turn, and still engaged with the cat. He actually screams one more time, and
Sounds like he's calling for help.
That's crazy.
it's loud. It doesn't sound desperate though. It sounds menacing.
Okay.
And it sounds so menacing that he actually scares Yunaria, and I need Yunaria to do a wisdom saving throw.
Okay, then.
Don't be
you got
frightened.
I don't have very good wisdom, but
I
you know what?
believe you, Yunaria.
Nope, that's a 4.
Dude, you roll.
Take my goddamn dice, Yunaria.
No, I rolled a 4.
So Yunaria is scared shitless, and she will be frightened for 1 minute. A frightened creature has disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of its fear is within line of sight.
Oh,
The creature can't willingly move
that's what it
closer.
is.
Yeah.
You can't move closer.
Okay.
You don't have to
Well,
move. It's not like turn.
But
or
you're
anything.
right on.
Yeah, good thing I'm
And-
as close as possible.
Yeah, you're right
Could be
on
on top of
between
you.
it.
Solid planning.
So you are scared shitless, and it's actually going to be Juniper's
Yeah.
turn. My bad.
Wow.
You didn't end up moving at all, did you? So he's still standing
Still
right.
flank.
Y'all are still in
Yeah.
the same spots,
Mm-hmm.
but you're also behind this thing too. So
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna stay where I am right now, but I'm gonna use healing. I'm gonna use healing word on Yunaria.
you're going to be okay, Yunaria. I believe in you.
Okay, 1 plus
6 HP. There you
Yeah.
go. You're
You're
what are
back
you
at full
7?
Yeah,
Cool.
you're at full health.
You're at
Yeah.
full health.
Okay.
Like
Yunaria
this.
springs
Great.
back to life. It's Gavin's turn.
Dang.
All right. So yeah, now that this guy's awake, I wanna use my movement to go the 15 feet. So I'm like up here.
Okay.
I want to cut him loose and throw him in front of the closet.
So since how tall are you?
I'm 6
The reason
feet.
I'm
about
asking
6.
is because if you're throwing him from like.
Oh, I'm
5
not really
feet-
like tossing. I'm just like rolling him off of my arm.
no.
Oh, okay.
That's like 10 feet. Like, I mean,
It's not.
Not 10 feet, but like I would
Two-
take
2 or
damage,
3
like,
So you're
either
gonna use
way.
your action to toss him.
Yeah.
As
That's it for
Mogul rolls onto the floor. He looks up and he just sees a giant hot babe with huge titties right above him.
Nice. Is
Wait,
it green
or
at
the
all?
quad
It
or-
is a green
Yeah.
babe
Yeah.
with horns coming out of her head.
Oh man, yeah. Sucky bit. This is
Sucky bit, yeah.
It's time.
And
Okay.
Valmore, it's your turn.
Okay, so
Don't kill this thing before. Just.
I'm gonna.
I'm
I'm not a part of your hallucinations.
Not yet.
That's true.
You
Alright.
will be.
Damn, look at us fucking surrounding this guy.
This poor dude.
Okay,
Get
I'm
raped.
shillelagh the fuck out of him.
Oh no, man.
Chalet.
A woman.
These hot ladies are beating each other up, man.
I'm like, oh, I didn't want this.
19.
You hit.
And
You hit
I hope
regardless
so.
of what you're.
10.
10? You once again, you swing down on this thing's head and it just
No.
explodes!
No!
I just freed him!
It's dead!
No!
And
Valmore started screaming in ecstasy.
in
In
the distance, you see two more figures approaching you, and they appear to be two wolves. And
The real wolves?
two wolves.
It's regular wolves. What do they look like to me?
Those look like hot babes.
Yes! Are they furry?
They are furry hot
Yes.
babes.
That is amazing.
I'm ready.
Now, I want everyone to roll a perception check for me again.
Not 20.
Okay.
Jeez,
I can't say that fast enough.
24.
I got a 3.
So,
So fitting.
17.
okay. So everyone but Yunaria notice another two wolves
I only got a
appearing.
4.
Okay. So Valmore, Gavin, and I almost called you Gimli just now. Mogul all notice another two wolves appearing behind you.
Oh,
But Mogul just sees some more hot babes.
Always. So, like, over there? Or, like,
Mogul
Are they
is in
here?
heaven.
These two?
So, no, well, that would be on the side of you, right?
Oh, they're on the path?
They are on the path and ahead of you.
okay. And the other ones are
Or
over
no,
here?
just the two?
Or
What was that?
Is it just two?
So there's
or
four.
There's four now.
But where? So and the other ones are behind them or over here?
No, they're in front of. So there's two in front of your group,
Uh huh.
and these things are closing in on you.
Okay, and where are the other two?
Hold up.
So there's the
Where
two
you
that we
going?
saw.
No, there's just
No,
two. Or
No,
Okay,
there's
so back
four.
there, yeah.
Okay.
there's four of these things.
Okay, there we go.
And once again, you actually hear these same abyssal screams
From the wolves?
from these wolves.
What?
What?
What does that sound like to me?
It sounds like hot babes.
Okay.
It sounds like hot babes.
It's like, oh
What
yeah.
do hot babes sound like?
I don't know, man.
I would.
I don't talk to him, so I don't know.
Off to the side, you see another figure approaching. This figure, everybody, we'll say everybody sees this figure because now they're walking almost on the side of you, walking on two legs, and you notice that all of these wolves freeze in place. And you see a woman come out of this fog and she tells you, "Come with me, quick." And would you guys...
Well, what does this one look like to
Oh,
me?
no.
She's an older woman.
Even to him?
To you, she is another hot babe.
I'm ready. Okay.
Can I do a
She's an older woman.
check?
Come, quick.
Okay.
I'm gonna follow her. Oh god.
All right.
Yeah, everyone
He's like,
listens to
I
it.
already am.
Yeah, I already did, but okay.
You
I
guys,
follow as well.
okay. I'm assuming everybody is going to
Yep,
follow.
I'm
Yeah.
following very closely.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm following.
So, you guys follow this woman, and you follow her for a couple of miles, and you come to this clearing in the trees, and in this clearing stands one giant willow tree, and you see a bunch of ornaments hanging off this tree. Another thing you notice is the fog has cleared up, and it looks like it looks like the sun's out in this spot.
I want to roll if I recognize the ornaments.
Okay.
What would it be?
I guess. I mean, I suppose if you're just
What'd you roll?
let me just. I'll just give this one to you guys. There are a lot of different ornaments in this tree.
Okay.
Now, you don't know what they are, but it's a lot of different things. So you walk up into this clearing, and she motions you to come towards this tree, and you can see a door on this tree. And she opens the door, and she motions you to come inside.
I want to
Smell like
check.
cookies.
Ooh, it smells like hot babes.
Oh,
Yeah!
To Mogul.
Oh,
Would be a perception check. See if anything's weird. See if anything doesn't seem right.
you see a lot of doors and trees, bro?
I have, but I don't know if this one's
that's
the
true.
right
Yeah,
one.
you're a druid. in that
yeah.
one. Never mind.
Yeah, but because I know treehouses so well, I want to see if something's off about this. Something's off about her. 17 plus, what would it be? It's going to be 20.
Okay. Yeah. So she is trying to help you.
That's obvious to me.
She just saved the fuck out of you. Yes, there's a lot of weird shit happening.
Yeah.
There's a lot of magic in this area.
Okay.
I don't know, we kind of just did multiple checks there, but I'll just give that to you. There's a lot going on, and
Alright.
a lot of magic is in this area.
Yeah.
A lot of magic.
But I don't feel anything menacing coming from her.
Absolutely not.
Okay, then. Just go on the
Can I do a perception check? I want to look for the symbol that from the church.
Oh,
I want to see if that is anywhere around
Sure.
the tree.
The only one with a good idea.
Did you,
And you rolled a 2.
Two.
It's everywhere. This place is full of
You,
people.
Mogul is the symbol.
you see a tree with a door on it.
Somebody else look for it.
Would anybody
man.
else think
I
to do
wouldn't-
that?
I'm gonna look around to see if I see any more
Who
hot
had it copied
babes.
down?
A 3.
You just see the hot babes that you've been seeing.
Man.
I think I'm just gonna go inside. I'm gonna follow her inside.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, of course I'm gonna follow her inside me.
Okay.
Hot
I'll go.
babes.
I got
I'm going
no
with
choice here.
Everybody?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm down.
yeah. It's like,
So she brings y'all inside, and as you open this door, you wouldn't even know you walked into a tree. You walk into this room, this giant room, and surrounding the walls are bookcases. And now in the center of this room is a table with some kind, a couple different books on it, as well as some kind of crystal ball of some sort, and a fireplace at the far end of this room.
Would I be able to? I want to roll a check if I can sense any druidic power here,
Okay.
or anything like that, or if she is one. That would be 14.
You sense some kind of magic, but you don't think it's
Wait,
druid
I would be
magic.
running.
Arcana.
You know.
Yes,
I mean, she's some type of
some type
something
of something,
but, she's
but not druid.
She's not druid.
Got it. Just magic.
I'm just gonna be like, hey lady, so you're a librarian.
Can you fix him?
I'm
gonna point
No.
What's
Yeah.
wrong with him?
He ate those mushrooms.
Ooh,
He's been trying to hump everything.
That's-
Trying.
he's trying.
He
been
Yeah,
has
do
been
it.
humping everything.
Oh yeah.
That's too bad.
Oh.
She
gonna
she
help.
hands you a vial. She walks over to her table, and under her table she reaches and she pulls out this vial and she hands it to Mogul.
I drink it. You know.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's even better
Drinks.
drugs.
So,
Ready.
all these hot babes that were standing around you disappointingly disappear, and your somewhat enemies are around you. And
These
you see
assholes.
an old woman now in front of you instead of a hot babe.
Like, where'd they all go? That's pretty much what I say. Just like,
Where? Who?
the freaking hot babes.
Sounds like you had an encounter with Lyra.
Oh. Who's that? The
Well,
old.
Lyra's the goddess of illusion.
Oh, that explains it.
So,
Those were her mushrooms?
huh?
Were those her mushrooms?
No, those are just there in the wild.
Am I the only one who would get this? Like, trip from it? Or.
Well, you can travel to many different places with them.
So if I did this again, would I travel somewhere different?
That depends.
So I have my
I can't
mushrooms,
tell you
don't
that.
I can. You can talk to me about that. It all depends on where you are up in your head.
Oh, well, that explains it.
So, she basically explains that she, well, just saved you from some demons. And
Thank you.
she explains that those wolves that were approaching you were not wolves. They were more quasits.
Quasits can shape change.
Yeah.
Who are you?
Sorry, man.
Shit. That's so dumb, dude. I'm laughing at my own name. My...
Is it that bad?
My name's Iava.
You have a what?
I have a
I have a hard on.
Oh.
Her name's Iava.
I have
Hard
a...
on.
Miss Ardon.
Miss
Is
hard on.
I'm so gonna spell it.
have.
No, it's, what is it? IAVA?
IAVA.
Okay.
I have a.
I just wrote I have a.
You guys are very lucky that I saved you just now. Those
Thank you
things
for
would've-
saving us.
You're
Yeah,
welcome.
Thank you.
Appreciate that.
You guys would have been torn apart by those.
I would have
Perhaps.
not. They would have loved me.
What are you guys doing searching in the graveyard?
Well, we've got this map, you see. And I pull it out and I show her. There was a demonic attack in the town around here. And we found this map and it just seems like it has something to do with it. So we just followed it. We tried to find this circle here.
The red
Did-
circle.
The red
Did we
one.
find
Yeah.
it?
I think that's
She
the
grabs the map from you and she says, "It looks like a child drew this. Did you draw this?"
I said found it, and I.
I'm not listening.
Oh, well, that's.
Alright.
That's rude. This did save us.
She
Yeah.
tells you that by the looks of the map, you may have been at that red circle, but she couldn't tell you why. She then explains to you that there has been an influx of dark magic surrounding these woods fairly recently. She said she's seen demons around, obviously. But she heard rumors of devils as well.
Where do all these demons and devils come from?
Well, they can be summoned.
Who's summoning them?
I don't have the answer to that. I don't know. But
Nobody
you're
knows
safe
anything.
here, and that's what matters.
Do you live here in this tree?
Is this Boyahada or Boya the tree that I knew about?
This is not the Boyata
Okay.
tree, no.
Boyahada. Okay.
But it's close, and I can get you there if you need to go there.
Is there anything going on there?
Well, that seems to be where all this dark magic is coming from.
Okay.
So let's do this. I want everybody to roll a history check right now.
not too bad. 16.
Finally.
17. Finally.
History.
Actually.
18.
I got a 24.
18.
Damn, yeah, boy.
Oh, you got like
Yeah.
a dope history,
19.
I
don't you?
have +6.
So
Damn.
everybody, Mogul seems pretty uninterested, and everybody else, you guys know it's very odd that demons and devils are in the same area, because you know that demons and devils, even though they come from a similar plane, they're very, very different creatures.
Okay.
Very different. You know that these creatures have been warring for centuries and centuries, and that they are conjured or summoned, but they should not be in the same place.
Well, should we do a short rest maybe so people can get some hip? Is anybody missing hip?
I don't think anybody's hurt.
I'm a
Um,
one and off.
got a thorn in the ass.
Oh, you got
yeah.
it.
You got hurt a little
We
bit.
could do a short rest.
I got.
Cole
I
can
got
heal
8.
you.
We could do a short rest if anybody wants to heal
Sure.
or
Yeah.
get any spells back if they need to.
Yep, with short, I'll get
Yeah.
that back.
Do that.
Yeah,
So,
I'll be at 10 in a minute.
she takes you back outside, and she points in the direction. So I suppose it would be. Let me see. She points northeast, and she tells you that that's where the boyata tree is. I'm just gonna say Valmore, since you seemed more interested. You see something smack you in the face from the tree, hanging down from the tree.
Okay, I just stumble upon it. I just look at it. What the hell is that?
Well, these are trinkets that I've prepared with holy magic so that this area stays safe from the demons and devils. And if you reach into the tree, you will pull out a random trinket.
I think I might do that. I might do that. So,
Roll your D100, yo.
I'm gonna reach up and pull one out too.
See what everybody gets.
I think that's
87.
87 is the iron holy symbol devoted to an unknown god.
Oh.
I got 40, which is a gemstone that looks like a lump of coal when examined by anyone but you.
I got 22, which is a small wooden statuette of a smug halfling.
76.
A smug.
A 4-leaf clover pressed inside a book discussing manners and etiquette.
Awesome.
77.
77, that's right next to 70.
Yeah.
Oh, that's destiny for you too. That's a sheet of parchment upon which is drawn a complex mechanical contraption.
Awesome.
Alright.
That's pretty cool for a wizard.
So you guys each reach up into this tree, and you kind of reach for. You can't really see what you're reaching for, but you kind of reach in, grasp your items, and pull them out.
Okay.
She just took you outside to point you in the direction of the tree. She invites you back in. She assures you that you're safe, and you feel safe. You actually, for once, in days, feel like you're okay. And once again, you see Mogul collapse.
Oh, man.
Jeez,
Okay, so when that happens, she sees it too, right?
She does see it.
Okay, so tell her, so this one's been doing this for a while now. Would you be able to help him in any way? Our friend here has seen a dark aura about him.
Well, why is this happening to him?
Well,
Anything happen?
he was kidnapped by what we believe are demonic cultists, and we rescued him, but he was already unconscious, so we don't know what happened to him.
Jeez, that's not good.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Mogul gets back up. Once again, you're shaking uncontrollably this
Oh,
time.
wow.
Like a seizure kind of shit?
Or
Or like he's shivering?
I mean, they kind of look similar, right?
Well,
Seizure's
like,
just more
he's like fucking going
it's pretty
crazy.
violent shaking.
Violent shaking, okay.
So she
Crazy
says,
shit, man.
well, it's some kind of devil's magic at work. We might be able to get into his head and see what he's seeing.
Oh, that sounds interesting.
So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's get in there.
she
This is not
she
your
walks-
choice.
It's not
She
your
walks
choice.
over- she walks over to her table, kind of in the center of this big room, and she actually she walks over there pretty calmly, and she actually points at you, Naria, and she says, I need the purest one out of all of you. And she motions you to come sit down in front of this ball.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Purest of the Middle East.
She asks you to look into this crystal ball.
Well, unconfidently, I will step forward and sit and look into this crystal ball, as you say.
She tells you, she says, go ahead and put your hands on my ball.
Okay.
So
All right,
you
I will
put
do
your
that.
hands on this ball, and you, from what you guys can see, it looks like they both just almost space out immediately. Both of their eyes turn white,
Mhm.
and they almost look like they're gripping onto this thing. So I'm going to tell you what you see,
Okay.
and we can explain things. So what it looks like is you wake up in almost, like in like spirit form. You're not like physically there,
Okay.
but you kind of appear in this icy domain,
Oh.
and you can see a giant shadowy figure, and you also see another figure, and these two figures seem to be angry with each other and bickering at each other, and then you feel afraid.
Mhm.
In fact, you feel terrified,
Okay.
and you notice an icy throne in kind of the background. And go ahead and actually roll a history check.
Okay. Cool. 1. Critical fail. Perfect.
Classic Unaria.
Go ahead and roll a religion check too.
Okay.
See if we can
Get another 1.
get you.
Not a little better. That's a 13.
You feel like this place that you're in is part of the 9 hells,
Oh.
and
Oh.
You-
Understatement.
wake back up gripping onto this ball, also shaking and
Mhm.
sweating.
A little
And
terrified.
the woman looks at you and says, well, your friend is in trouble.
Well, he might be in trouble, but he's not my friend. Make sure you check us out on iTunes and give us that 5-star review, YouTube, and wherever you check your podcast out at Dungeon Junkies. Make sure to follow us on Twitter at Dungeon Junkie, and we'll see you next week.